will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. In now, Ben Revere. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. In there at the knees, strike one. Oh, on the ground to first. Can this be two? The second for one. Back to Freeman, not in time, and they'll just get the one.
Well, you could have put the first base bag out in the outfield grass on this play. You're not going to double this guy up. He's too fast. Still a pretty good job of at least getting that lead runner at second base.
Daniel Murphy comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
Well, they took him up the ladder right there with the fastball, and he actually did a pretty good job to get wood on it at all. But it's still an easy play out there in center field.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Revere rides off for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop.
And I think everybody in the ballpark knew that he was going to be running with 2 away. But even when you know it's coming, he's still hard to get a handle on. And he's in the scoring position now with that stolen base.
Oh, he gets a glove on it, knocks it down.
The first baseman,
Tyler Moore gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch.
Oh, and this goes right past him. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's a 5-4 game.
You talk about it, hitting it where it's pitched. This pitch is away, so he just punches it to right field. Nice, controlled swing, and that'll score that runner from third easily. That's a great at-bat.
Anthony Rendon is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one. And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Jackson is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Only 1 in the inning for the Nationals. 7th inning stretch time here in Atlanta. It's the Nationals 5 and the Braves 4. Full of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys, but what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it. Lucas Duda will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
number 21, Lucas Duda.
And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen.
First baseman, Lucas Duda.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Markakis moves over, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting.
This crowd oohs and ahs every time this guy hits a fly ball. But he didn't get all of that one, and it's pretty much a can of corn.
Danny Muno will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips.
Well, not a great start at the plate. We'll see if he can get something to drive right here.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
Knuckleball. No idea where that's going as he's got to hop out of the way. I got to believe if you're going to get hit, that's the pitch you want it to come on.
Yeah, it's easier to get on base that way than it is to try and hit that thing.
3-0 pitch on its way. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk.
That's a good at-bat there. Now, sometimes in extra innings, guys start to chase because they're getting tired and frustrated, and they're looking for one big hit. That's not the case here.
Murray Leafer comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball, 1-1. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? One there. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step. Standing in a perfect 4 for 4 so far, Yoenis Cespedes. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle because we know he can hurt you.
To 2-2 now. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And now the runners will get a head start here with 2 away.
And that's an important factor, too, because that's the tying run over there at first base. So he's likely scoring on an extra base hit.
And he will put this one away. And the Braves have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over.
Well, this one sure didn't come easy. It took them 12 innings to do it, but they come away with a great victory here on the road.
Time for one last check of the line score in this extra innings victory. And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Freddie Freeman. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he only had 1 hit, but he definitely made it count. A big home run that turned out to be the
Curtis Granderson strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Whoa, there's that calling card right there. First pitch up and in right out of the bullpen. Wake up, everybody.
That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
3-0 now. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
Shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
Skeeter is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is. Yoenis Cespedes steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
And here's the first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the...
Uh-oh, hold that thought as this one is deep down the line in left, hooking, but it's a fair ball, home run. A solo home run here off the bat of Yoenis Cespedes. 24 home runs for him on the season, and it gives the Mets a 4-2 lead.
Ooh, that's a mistaken location right here, and it could wind up really coming back to haunt him. This is a solo home run, and it makes this a 2-run lead now, and with the way their starters throwing the ball so far, it may wind up being all he needs.
4 runs, 8 hits, and 2 errors for the Mets so far. Drilled down the line, and that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Nice. That's a pretty swing here. I mean, you can see he shoots this one just inside the chop. Maybe he's a little unlucky just to get a single out of it instead of 2 bases.
Neil Walker stands in as he looks at a called strike. Squared that one up just a little late. Skied into straightaway right. Jackson is under it. And that's the first out of the inning. Michael Conforto steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Travis d'Arnaud will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over, and he's able to jump ahead.
And he'll fall behind now to 1 and 2. Still 1 and 2 as he fouls it away. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1 and 2. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Inciarte is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Asdrubal Cabrera gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Looking to minimize the damage here. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1 and 1. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from second, and a relay home, and not in time as the second run scores. Jacob deGrom will get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
Ooh, and he finds his spot there, 1 and 1. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2. Third double of the game for these guys as you see the comparison there. Into center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Cabrera rounds third and heads for home. Long throw to the plate. And he is safe at the plate as they continue to pile on. It's now a 7-2 ball game. David Carpenter will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Jackie Robinson will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. Bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. Christian Yelich will get us started here for Miami, and he'll have backup in the form of Giancarlo Stanton waiting on deck. Line towards center field, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. Giancarlo Stanton will dig in. Took a called third strike his last time. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there, and that misses for ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. That evens it up 1-1. Two and one.
One strike.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Man, he goes for this pitch hook, line, and sinker. I'll tell you, he needed a hook, line, and sinker to fish that one out of the dirt.
Standing in now, Justin Bohr, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Now he bounces a knuckleball up to the plate for a ball. You going to start the runner at first here?
Yeah, at the plate, you've got a guy that will ground into his share of double plays, so it's not a bad idea to get things in motion.
4 runs, 11 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Reggie ranging forward. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, left fielder
Marcell Ozuna stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Oh, what's the best way to beat a knuckleballer? Well, let him throw you something else to start off the at-bat, and then sit on that pitch instead. And that worked out beautifully right there.
Drilled on the ground to short. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And the run is in to score from second. Make it 5-1.
And that may be the at-bat there that finally seals the deal here. That'll make it a 4-run lead right now, and that would be awfully tough to overcome this late in the ballgame.
JT Realmuto is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen.
And he got him, minimizing the damage at just a forced to. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
From the bullpen now, as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Summers gift.
Victor Martinez is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Johnson is there for it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting.
We're in the 8th inning of a tie ball game here at Turner Field as you get a look at the line score to this point in the game. Jose Iglesias will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way, and this continues right on through him as he couldn't knock it down. James McCann will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 34, James McCann.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Line to the right side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
And this is a good sign that he might be ready to break out of this slump of his. I can almost guarantee you that he talked about this with his hitting coach. Take the ball the other way. Use the whole field. You can do that, good things will start happening.
Ian Kinsler is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1. Now he bounces a knuckleball up to the plate for a ball.
And against a veteran hitter like this, you got to be in that strike zone early in the count, because the more pitches he sees, the better he's going to be able to time anything you've got.
Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate, but it is not in time as they take the lead here in the late going.
Hey, that's the right approach at the plate. He knows all he has to do is hit one deep enough to get that go-ahead run in. That's exactly what he gives them. It's all about knowing your job and not trying to do more than you have to.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. And he takes a called strike 2.
68 miles an hour. I mean, that's barely the speed limit. You don't see pitches that slow too often.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Oh, and he misses it. They'll add a big insurance run here as the runner scores from second. Now a 7-5 game.
Oh, this one really hurts. You don't mind seeing this quite as much with the bases empty, but this one's going to cost them a run.
The first baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in as he'll swing and hit this one hard but foul off to the left and out of play. The 0-1 hit hard to the right side, played on the backhand. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as and as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, and I think we probably could have given this award to